Okay, I will continue with the recreasing the helicoids, and since I have cleaned them in other less petroleum, which is really good, and it doesn't stink. So I'll recrease it with the grade 10 from Japan Hobby Tool. And I know this grease is actually separating over time. Yeah, I know it's difficult to see, but you can see the more yellowish around this area here. It's actually the oil that separates from the grease component. But I will just use the dried, a bit dried out grease, which I think it will be fine. I think the Liqui-Moly was a bit too stiff for this case, because the helicoid sits very precise. So I think it's better in that way here. You see, it's really a tight fit, and especially the middle helicoid, which is really see where we have my mark here, which seems to be really tight in a very precise mate. So I would think the grade 10 from Japan Hobby Tool will be the best option in this case. I'd only need to put the spring here back into place where it should sit, somewhere over here. Yeah, it has to sit over there. So, and let's get that into place, and simply put all things together. I just need a tweezer here, so that the little spring here, the little pin here, has to sit correct. And they can actually be a little tricky to put in. One have to turn the spring. Maybe it's well, we'll just make it. Just need another. So in that way, I would think just need another tweezer to hold it in place, and in that way have it sit correct in here. Okay. You can see the little screw here is a little challenge to put in, but I think we'll make it. So, and in that way put it into place. I think it will work. So a screwdriver. Okay, come on, little fellow. Okay, well, back to start. Come on. It's not good with a magnetized screwdriver in this case. So there. not so easy. Here we are. Then have a good grip on it. I think we'll be there, then have a good grip on it, and let's see if we can make it. Yeah. So, phew, that was it. So it sits where it should. And then give it a little screw it good in. And the aperture ring is also really good, so that's fine. And now we can actually make the re-greasing. And I think I will just I will add it in here. Doesn't have to be so much, but since it's a very heavy lens, I would think you have to actually use some grease. We'll just wipe away the rest of it. So here we are. Yeah. I think it will be fine enough. So let's see how it will go. I have my off point here, and I have my, let's see if I can find it. It will say my infinity mark is here. So I just have to put it on, catch the thread, and give it some movement back and forth to let the grease come in. And I think I'll just give it another go because there is not enough. You can see it's missing some up here. And so there. So just a little more here. Yeah, and that way here. So there, I think it'll be fine for now. Just see how good it is. My infinity mark is here. My off point is here. So I should be able to put it in the correct thread, which should be, let's see, yeah. Well, I think it's fine. So have it there, and it seems to be really good. Off with it again, and we can just wipe away. You see there are some on the edge, and I'll just wipe away the rest of it here. So there's not too much. I think it will be fine for now. So I can just put this in here. And there seems to not be too much in here. So I can just add it on the thread. Just have to catch the, yeah, so. And then it's fine. So now I will add the inner helicoid. and also add the little helicoid key here, which also need just a little grease. I will just wipe away the rest of it. The old one will come off. There's doesn't seems to be not really much on it. And we can just wipe away the rest of it. So, seems to be fine. And then I think I will use the Liqui-Moly. Oh gosh, no screws here. And then I will use the Liqui-Moly on LM47 on the helicoid key and just put it in and screw in the inner helicoid. So where did I have a tool here? Can use this one. Just a little, doesn't have to be much. So I can simply add a little on the edge here. See, on the side of this gap. I think it will work pretty good. And also on the other side. Yeah, I think it will be fine. So I will simply, I think I will just add the grease first. So simply, and I think this this helicoid will take a lot more grease in here, but at least it's a bit wider in the threads. I think it will be fine. I was thinking about using the Helimax XP, but I think it's simply too stiff, in my opinion. So that's why I'm really quite happy with the what do you say, the grade 10. I have my off point here, and it's absolutely on the other side of, 180 degree from the index mark here. So I can just put it on and find the thread. Has to say click in a way. Yeah, there. Just give it a little motion here. Yeah, it maybe has to have a little more. Wow, it's really good. Whoa, feels like butter. So I think it's fine. So I can just put it in again there. Not fully in, because then I will just add the helicoid key and just find the marks I set in the beginning. Where it should sit, I set a little mark here. You probably can see it here. And there is also a mark here. You probably can see it on this side. So I can actually add it in, and in that way screw it into the inner helicoid. Should be able to do that. Oh, another tweezer. I think it dented tweezer would be fine for this. Yeah, maybe should unscrew it a little. Yeah, here it comes in. And then I can put the inner helicoid into correct position. It will say here. So now the outer helicoid, the middle, and the inner is sitting in line with each other. Then I can add the helicoid key into correct position. It will say, maybe there has to be some adjustment here. Yeah, you can probably see the screw holes in here. So I will just add one screw. And where's my 1.8 millimeter? There. And simply align the holes in here. Put the screw in and things should be all fine. Be sure it's the correct thread you go in. I mean, when you put the screw in, you're going a little backwards and find the thread. So there. Was not, should be something there. Yeah, here we are. Then I can just add the other one. So we're almost there. It would be, see, don't tighten the screws yet. It will make it easier to screw in the other screw. And then again you have to find the correct thread. Yeah. It will say, yeah, it's fine. Then the other screw. Tighten it. Good. There. And this one. So it's fine. So then I can give it a little movement, and that seems to be actually very good. So I think it works as it should. Then I can add the plate here, so it will sit correct. You see, in the beginning I set a small mark here on the little plate, and you can also see the screw holes here are countersunk. So you can just add a little screw here. Screw it in correct position. The screws are really small, so be sure to you screw in the screw in the right thread, or you will probably damage the screw or the hole. It's actually very important. So you align the holes, and here we are. And tighten it good, not too much. Here we are, and that's fine. So it has the correct stop. So we can just measure how long is it actually. It should be something like 52.97 or so. If we are there, yeah, it's actually very good. Something there, and we can also measure, and it's not super precise, but it will be something like, oh, just put the paper in here, 43.65 or so. It will say something like that. So I think it's actually pretty good for that. And whoa, feels much better. It's buttery, so that's really good. And then I can add the let's see, the index ring, put it on, and of course it doesn't sit correct. It's me. Now that was not good. I was not aware of that. So, but we just try again. Yeah, I think there was something wrong, but well, and there was. So here we are. Well, I maybe need better glasses. So here we are. That's fine. So you can see sometimes it not goes as expected. So there, the next one here, and the last screw. So there, just press it a little into place, and should be all fine. Come on, there. So now that's really good. We can just align the aperture ring here, and put the aperture ring in here. I will just give it a little, I think I will give it a little LM47, which I think it will be fine in this case. To, I mean, you can actually use different greases, types of grease in a lens, and it happened in many lenses. There are greases for some points and there are greases for other points. Let's see if we, I think I better use a brush for that. And let's see how it will be. The click function is there. So I just need to add a little on this side in here. Hopefully you can see it. Just add a little. Doesn't have to be way too much. And we can always wipe away the rest of it. So, and that's all fine. Simply add the aperture ring, and I think it also needs to have some on the edge here, it will say that part that goes against the yellowed part here. I think it will be very useful. Just a little. So I think it will be fine for now. Then add the aperture ring. Whoa. It's actually fine. Have a nice, good buttery feeling. And it has a not too loudy let's say click function. And I think we'll also need to add a little on the mount, because the edge here around here also need to have some kind of grease. I think it will be okay where to put things. It needs to have some grease too. I will just wipe away the rest of the old stuff. So that's fine. And simply, let's see, I'll just give it a little go with it. I couldn't, but I think it needs that. Now I need a bigger, smaller tweezer here. Just need a thinner film, grease film here around. So, and just wipe away the rest of it. So I think it will be all fine. And yeah, I'll also add the plate in here with the 3 screws, and it can only sit in one position because I made those small marks in the beginning when I disassembled it. So it has to sit correct. Whoop, there. And something like that. Then I can add the 3 screws, tiny screws in here. There, and the next one, which will be over here. So don't tighten it yet until all 3 screws are in place. There. And this one and the last one. So now we are almost there. The only thing I need to do is put in the the focusing ring, and it has to sit correct there. Here everything is fine. There. My infinity is here, my index, and it has to sit in line. Then I just press the the focusing ring over, and can in that way where will it go? There. So it says click click. Just have to align the holes here so they sit correct. Just a little. It's actually a very tight fit. It's a bit too much. Have to go back again a little. There. Should be all fine. Then I can add the screws. So there. And here we are, almost. The last screw. And so the only thing I need to do is put in the lens assembly and the front ring, and then the mount. So you see, set the aperture ring to 22. That's all the way up to here. And this ring is the spring loaded connection pin. The little round screw here has to go all the way over there. And the other one has to stay there. Also all the way over to there. So now I can add in the pins. They actually sit not between on each side of the lens, so one have to move the connection pin a little, and let's see how it will go there. Yeah, something like that. The guide pin is there. So, no, actually it seems like this pin has to stay all the way over there. No, has to be there. Aperture 22. So let's see how it will go when I put it in. There's something wrong here, I think. Sorry. Well, I know there was something, but I was so focused on. Of course, the little screw has to sit in the aperture ring. Blah. So let's see where it is. With a little hole here. Yeah. I'm just a human. That's a good thing to know. So you see the little hole here, and if I stick a tool in here, you can see it here. Of course that. Yeah, things happen. So when you sit and work with stuff, you can sometimes get a little confused about what's really happened here. And you see the screw, when it sticks out a little, just a little, you have to move the inner pin here a little, so it will align into the hole. And sometimes they are actually a little tricky to put in. But by moving the aperture ring a little back and forth and at the same time screw in the screw, things will work as they should. So there we are. Now set the aperture ring to 22, and then I should be, and this pin all the way over to there, the other pin all the way over to there, and then I should be able to just put it in without any problem. I just have to move the connection pin here, the bigger fork, into place. Then I think we'll make it. If I can catch the two pins. That there. Let's see. Will it work? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Then I can add the lens assembly, and hopefully I can turn the... Nah, it didn't go into the fork. Okay. You see this fork here, the smaller one, has to go onto the little round screw here. So that's why you have to fiddle a little with it to get it into correct place. But we're giving it another go. See there. Will it make it? Not really. Okay. So I think we are there. Yeah, that's fine. And is it possible to move the blades? Well, things are working as they should. The aperture ring are really good. So I can add the front ring. Simply put it on and screw it in. And it has to sit quite tight to find the little boring where the screw sits in. So have it tighten it good. I think it will be something. Yeah, I think it's there. And with a 1.2mm flathead screwdriver, I should be able to screw in the small set screw. Yeah, and that's all fine. It has to sit flush with the surface. Well, fine. Then I can add the mount. I put in the 5 screws. The little gap here, you probably can see it, hopefully. And it has to go with the pin. Align the holes, and then I can screw in the 5 screws. Don't tighten them yet. So there, and the middle screw sits here. Oh, So, and there it has to sit there. Yeah. See, working with lenses is actually great fun, especially with things going a bit wrong. But it's not really that hard. So tighten the screw is good, and this one and this one, and so the other two screws. So, wow, it's really good. And the focus is actually quite buttery, so you can almost use one finger, but since it's a heavy lens, I think it's fine for now. So yeah, we make it. That's all for me. So hope you enjoy the content and continue to use the info. So see you sooner. Bye bye.